Thanks. And you sure it's all right for the lift to the docks tomorrow?
Yes, that'll be fine.
Come on,
so sorry I'm late.
To be joking.
Well, I did ask for nurse's shoes.
But surely you've got something less unsexy.
Well, they've got to be comfy, that's the point. Noiseless and practical. These are obviously the standard shoes.
They can be comfy and practical without looking like a pair of corrective boots.
Well, the way they look's not all that important.
Oh, come on. How are you going to slay all those dishy doctors looking like one of the walking wounded? See what else you can find. There's a dear. Hey, look at this.
You look after these.
They're real leather. They're not plastic.
Plastic would cripple you the way you're on your feet the whole time. It's a pity I never kept mine. I gave mine to Auntie Kathleen when she went.
Felt grand going in the shop and asking for nurses for a but made me think I was really going nursing. It's very prestigious.
It'll not be easy.
But you're the one who says I got me head screwed on.
It's very long hours, and the studying can be difficult.
So you keep telling me. But you've said it's worth it.
You see people going out well. They've come in very ill. You feel part of the whole thing. You've helped to make them better. In that way, it can be very rewarding, I suppose.
It's a terrible shame you had to give it up.
Well, that's all in the past. Now it's your turn.
Well, that's it. I'm all set and ready for the fray. Flow nightingales of the world unite. The shoes are slightly hideous.
Well, what did you expect? Damn thing? That's cost me a fiver to have it serviced. Pat. My service manual anywhere with it? For the mower. I swear your mother's been clearing up again.
She's not back yet.
Not yet. Fancy a drink?
No, I want to have a bath first.
Yeah, I expect the shop's a murder. So, you got everything you need?
More or less. I think it's a bit disgusting you have to fork out for your own scissors. I mean, they were £1.20. I think the government would supply those.
Tell you what, I'll treat you to them.
Oh, Dad, it's the principle.
You in tonight or off living it up?
Yeah, club dance. I don't know about living it up. I promised Lucy I'd go.
Tomorrow night, then.
What?
Thought we might go out to dinner.
Well, just the three of us.
We'll ask Lucy to join us, if you like. After all, it is your last night. You're off on Sunday. It is Sunday, you go?
I'm not joining the Foreign Legion, you know. It's only a train ride away.
All the same, it's...
Not open to discussion.
Maybe it should be.
Well, I sign in at 5 or whatever the procedure's called. Oh, and Dad, you know perfectly well it's Sunday.
Hello, love.
Oh, hello, love. Oh, I wonder if you mind putting a bit of cream in on my elbows and my heels.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, don't sir me, I'm out.
I didn't say sir, and you're not nout.
Oh,
Hapsy-daisy.
Next thing's Eve. Whoa. That's it.
That's right, you hardly need me, do you?
Oh, and I wonder if you mind moving that back. You see, I sweat a lot at night and I can't get the covers back.
Yeah. Right. Elbows.
Oh,
Oh, they are sore.
yeah, they are. Well, you see, I sleep on them at night with my elbows because of my arthritis.
For me?
Mm-hmm.
Would you look there? Sure, you're immortalised in paint. Aren't you the proud mummy?
You're sure you can manage that now?
Don't be frightened, Mammy. I'll be looking heaven this when I'm on the job. How's Army's going to eat all them?
A sea crossing makes a body famished. And you have a long while on trains.
I'll miss you, Mammy.
You don't have to go.
Oh, there's a fool thing to say.
I mean, not to England.
I know what you mean, and I do have to go. Sure, haven't we had this argument enough? Can't you just say goodbye and wish me luck?
You'll change. They lead different lives, the English. More permissive.
And you don't trust me. Is that it?
I don't trust them. They drink.
And the Irish don't? Real little band of angels we are this side of the water.
I never thought you'd go. Not when it really come to it. I felt that
But
you
how
would...
about how I feel? Or doesn't that count?
But you could train here. You can still be a nurse.
I'd have to wait another year, maybe more. You know that, Mammy.
I know. I don't want you gallivanting off to God knows where for the next years
I
and
do
years.
love you, Mammy. And I know I'll miss you. I'll miss you and the kids. But I'm catching that boat. I'm going to England and I'm going to be a nurse. I'll be home in between. And when I've got my SRN badge, I'll do my midwifery. Then I'll be home for good.
How long will your mother be?
About 5 minutes, she said.
That means we've got at least half an hour.
Oh, she didn't get back from her old people till 6.
Drive?
Thank you.
Well, it gives us time for a chat.
Facts of life.
A bit late for that.
Just a mite. Thank you.
Oh, damn it, Pat, you're a super girl. You've got looks, ability, contacts.
Contacts?
Or I've got contacts.
Great.
I've nothing against nursing as such.
Oh, the profession will be relieved to hear that.
Oh, stop being so bloody snide. I'm just not sure it's the job for you.
Not socially acceptable.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Wiping up the blood, vomit, and feces? What's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this?
Now you're being deliberately obtuse.
Trying to shock you?
And childish. You don't shock me.
Pity. Not even into some semblance of reality.
Oh. I know. Your generation has the monopoly on real life with capital letters. We're just cartoons.
You're all fakes, you armchair liberals.
Unlike you. Taking up nursing to keep up with your trendy pals working for shelter? Oh, look. We didn't object to your going to the training college.
Well, naturally, that was a nice, clean job.
Well, it was your own decision to give it up.
But it wasn't what I wanted to do.
And nursing is?
Well, that's what I'm going to find out.
I know you find this incredible, but God knows I'm not trying to interfere. I just want you to examine your motives before you plunge in yet again with all banners flying.
And fail?
Well, yes. If you're not being totally honest with yourself. If you're doing this for all the wrong reasons.
Because I fancy myself in those dinky little caps and aprons, for instance. Remarkably high opinion you have of me, Dad.
You are my daughter, Pat. We're not unalike. We're both theorizers. We both play roles. Only I'm old enough to know that not all my actions spring from a solid inner core of certainty, but often from just the reverse. Fake was your term.
Okay, so it's not just a burning urge to help suffering mankind. Though I do rather fancy the ministering angel bit. I do also happen to think it might be fun. But is that any reason why I shouldn't be damned good at it? Nobody says you've got to be a martyr to be a nurse. Not these days. Do you want another drink?
Yes, please.
Mr. Holland. Mr. Holland. Just going to give you an injection, love, okay?
Nurse, no, I forgot. I left my sponge in the wash place. It's a blue one.
I'll have a look after.
Thank you. Thank you.
Come on, let's get these down you.
What's them for? I've no them.
First time for everything. Come on, big swallow. They may make you wee a bit more.
All I'm short of is...
Come on, next one.
Is your wife coming tonight?
As far as I know.
Oh. Oh, do you fancy a drink? I'm afraid with no champagne, but I think we can offer you a pale ale. Can I tempt you?
Nurse, what about me blue sponge? I left it in the wash place.
I'll have a look while I'm on my travels, Mr. Eames.
I never thought we'd have a nursing firm. But then Pat always was full of surprises. To you then, Pat. With all the luck in the world. Pat.
To Pat.
see.
Oh, I would have driven you all the way, but this blasted tournament starts at 2.
Well, I'll be fine. Besides, I enjoy the train. It gives me time to think.
Yes. Well... Good luck, my dear.
Thanks. Oh, and thanks for the bottle.
Don't drink it all at once.
Stone on my first day on the ward.
That'll be something.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Could you tell me where the circle is?
St Angela's Hospital, Battersea, please. Thank you.
Feet bad.
Oh, want to swap with Mr. Eames? I'll take yours any time.
Ah, you're a grand lass. A grand lot of lasses, this lot.
Are you staying like that?
Look, I'm too warm.
I don't let the bully haggis.
Cheeky. Anyway, the present state I'm in, and you just have to look at me and I'll fall over. Nurse. Nurse, bleep doctor. I think Mr. Kosowski has perforated.
5 o'clock lot. Good. Well, sit down, girls, and we'll see who's here and who's missing. Sorrel?
Yes, me.
Rutherford?
Yes.
Delaney? No Delaney. Morgan? Oh, sorry, Morahan. Can't read my own writing.
I'm Maureen Moran, sister.
Regan?
Yes.
Bates. Yes, well, you were due at 4. Not to worry. Now, I'm Sister Broomstock. Stock, not stick. I'm the home sister, and I'll be keeping an eye on those of you who are living in. Now, in a tick, I'll show you to your rooms. But first, I'll brief you on the rules. Yes, nurse, we do have rules, but they're sensible ones, and they're entirely for your benefit and the benefit of the hospital. Is that understood? Very well. Now, you each have your own rooms. You'll be given 2 sheets, 2 pillowcases, 2 towels. Your rooms get cleaned once a week, but apart from that, it's up to you to keep them tidy yourselves. You do, of course, make your own beds. Any valuables must be locked away. The hospital cannot be responsible. Now, don't leave your keys in your door at night. Keep them about you at all times. In a minute, I'll give you your front door keys. There'll be a charge of 50 pence. Post. You can collect your post from me at the times listed on the notice board. That's Oedipus, the home cat. She's spoilt rotten. Now, as you can see, there are 2 telephone boxes in the hall. These are for your use. Now, if you're expecting a particularly important call, you can let me know and I'll make certain you get it. This applies only to urgent messages, i.e. from your family. I am not prepared to act as messenger for your various boyfriends. Now, there's a kitchen on every floor. It's pretty basic, but there's a cooker and a sink. And you can make bacon and eggs, etc. Oh, you supply your own pans. And do please leave the kitchens tidy at all times. Oh, this goes also for the bathroom and the loos. There are incinerators in the lavatories for sanitary towels. Please see that these are used. You may be used to all modern amenities, nurse, but you must remember that we get girls from all over the world, and some of them are not quite so privileged. Now, we have a hairdressing salon. You can have a shampoo and set for about 40p. Oh, well, it may have gone up slightly, but it's certainly cheaper than outside. And there's a laundrette. The washers and the dryers are free. There's a library. We get some quite good books. And a public library changes them every few weeks. And a recreation room. Now, do please keep your eye on the notice board. No peace for the wicked. I'll be back in a tick.
Well, they certainly seem to have everything.
40p for a shampoo and set. Can you imagine what it's like?
Do a few of us club together for pens, or do we all have to get our own, does she mean?
Now, where was I? Oh, yes, the notice board. Not only does it keep you informed about what's going on in the hospital, but we very often get free tickets for theatres, discos, etc. Now, there's a nurse's sitting room, that's for you. But there's also a staff nurse's and a sister's sitting room, but it'll be quite some time before you're using those. Well, let's get you all settled in. Well, there's a coffee evening tonight where you can meet the other students and some of the tutors. Miss Windrop's taking that, and you can ask her any questions you've got. All right?
Over there, please. All right, Mr. Doyle. You'll be all right.
What's he had, Petherdon?
You'll be all right, Mr. Doyle. There's nothing to worry about.
Too loud, nurse. This one's yours, Rutherford. Your uniform should be on your bed. Monaghan, you're next door. Now, don't forget, there's a coffee evening tonight in the sitting room at 7 prompt. Until then, do what you like. Look around. The canteen is over on the main block. I think they've got moussaka on as a special tonight. Not too bad if you go for that sort of thing. Otherwise, it's got all the usual stuff. You'll not starve.
Pictures are not to be attached to the walls. Please hang pictures on the rails. When pictures are removed from the walls, it leaves marks, which is unfair to your colleagues who live in this room after you. Signed, something or other, Principal Nursing Officer. Isn't this hysterical? How's yours?
I don't know, I haven't tried it on yet. Did you want to come in?
Bit of a dump, isn't it?
Oh, plenty big enough.
I mean, you'd think they'd tart them up a bit. Actually, yours isn't the same as mine. Mine's a bit longer, but I don't think it's as wide. Oh, I hope you've seen the notice in the wardrobe.
Well, it's only sensible.
I'd hate to incur the wrath of the broomsticks so early on in the proceedings. I think I already have. Do you smoke?
I don't think so.
Oh. Oh, ye gods, if Lucy could see me now.
Your sister?
No, she's a friend. She thinks I'm stark raving mad to go in for this lot. I'm beginning to wonder myself. And I wouldn't care, but they do ask you for your measures, and this thing fits where it touches.
Mummy says they always do that. Make them bigger to allow for shrinkage. She was training for a nurse.
What happened? Didn't she like it?
She loved it. Granny was taken badly and she had to come home. I mean, that was when she was my age.
So she didn't mind you going in for it then?
No, sure, she encouraged it. I think she had doubts when it actually came to me going. She'll be very lonely. She relies on me a lot.
What about your father?
Mummy's a widow. It's just me and the kids.
They did that.
Going away pleasant farming.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's the farm, the lane, and that's Sean, Kate, and Patrick peeping out from behind the tree. And that's Mummy. And that's Ignatius the cat, though it looks more like a pig.
Well, best get back to my cell, get it all sorted out. Oh, you don't happen to know how to fold that, do you?
I expect they'll show us.
Yeah. I'm just being a silly kid, really dying to get into all this gear.
That's when we'll really begin to feel like nurses.
Yeah, I got a little kick out of it when Bromstock called me nurse. Shall I call for you later? We can go to this coffee thing together.
I like that fine.
Right, see you then.
Yes, of course. I'm going to get you back. No, it's
Thank you very much.
Good evening, nurse. Have to get used to it, you know. Used to you. Just get on the way. Yes. Evening. Do you like this? Thanks very much. All of that.
Oh, thank you very much. Good evening.
Good evening. Evening. Yes, that's fine. That's a coffee for you.
She's on the children's ward.
How do you know?
I can always tell the children's ward by the nappy pins.
Thank you. Sit down. We best stop. Sit down. Oh. Thank you very much.
Could have been cleaned up in casualty. I don't know what's up with them these days. There's no next of kin listed here. Have you a wife, Mr. Doyle? No family? You've nobody? No known next of kin. It's all right, love, it's all right. I'm just going to make you nice and clean and comfy.
Nurse! Nurse! I want a bottle.
Haggis, she said she's going to get one. They're very busy.
Right. I'd better get the barber. Oh, God, he was in a state. Did you see those feet? Ugh. It's all right. He can't hear. Poor old bloke.
Nurse! Nurse!
All right, Mr. MacDonald. It's on its way. It's all right, love. I'm just going to take your teeth out. They'll be all ready and waiting for you when you wake up. No, you can't keep them in now. Come on. Oh, they're a bit stuck, aren't they?
Father Rafferty and Sister Brumstock, most of you have already met. Right now, ladies, and gentlemen, of course, on behalf of us all, I'd like to welcome you to St. Angela's. Now, I think it best to... Yes, I think it best if we put a few names to faces. Let's start with you, shall we?
Jennifer Sorrell.
Yes. Speak up, will you? We all want to hear you.
Jennifer Sorrell.
Where are you from?
Wallasey.
Wallasey. Oh, that's near Liverpool, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, you have come a fair way. You don't sound like a Liverpudlian.
Oh, well, we only recently moved up there.
Ah. Anybody else here from that part of the world? Beetle Land? No? Where are you from, dear?
Sarah Regan from Clapham Common.
Oh, that's much nearer home. And you?
Ballinasloe. That was just your pre-med the doctor gave you. Now you'll sleep till it's all over. All right.
Yes. Yes. Is he all right?
He will be. Oh, you know, I'd sell my soul for a cup of tea and a smoke.
Oh, I bet you will.
Now, first thing tomorrow, you'll be asked to produce the following. Your P45, your insurance number, and a pound index fee. We'll be taking money off you before you even get any. All right? Hair. Now, this is important. I see a lot of you have very pretty long hair. No need to worry. We're not going to make you chop it off. This isn't the army. Do you mind, dear? We do ask those of you with long hair like this to put it up neatly. I'm sure I don't need to explain why. It'd be quite unsuitable for both staff and patients if nurses went about their work with long hair flopping all over the place. Thank you, dear. So, neatly up, please. You'll need white hair grips for fixing your caps on. I know some of you are a little baffled about the caps. We'll give you a demonstration tomorrow. Shoes.
The circular you were sent specified the kind of shoes you'll need. Yes, well, I don't see any here that exactly the sort of thing to use as an example. Again, you may grumble, but you will find they are the most sensible thing you can wear. It must be comfortable, for obvious reasons, practical, not flimsy, and rubber-soled. Again, for obvious reasons. Black tights or stockings? I suggest you get the thicker denier ones. Well, they may not look quite so sexy, but they'll last you a hell of a lot longer. No jewellery, I'm afraid. Of course, if you're married, you can wear your wedding ring, but otherwise, strictly no jewellery. Oh, again, this is a rule made for the benefit of both staff and patients. You could damage your jewellery if you wear it during your work, and you could also quite easily hurt your patient. This hospital is especially fortunate with its uniform. Staff, would you mind? Here we have Staff Nurse Goodyear and this season's elegant creation. Could we see you in your cloak, Staff? Please do not wear your cloak over your ordinary clothes or your uniform under your own outdoor coat. No half and half, if you don't mind. Look like a nurse at all times. These are the caps you'll be wearing as students. 1 stripe denotes first year, 2 the second year, 3 the third. Only student nurses wear stripes on their caps in this hospital, so we can spot you easily. Many hospitals are now doing away with nurses' aprons and providing a simple button-through dress. I think we look and feel very efficient in our caps and aprons. All a matter of opinion. Case of this hospital, tradition. Wear your nurse's uniform with pride. Always look neat and smart. We are a proud part of the community. We like to think we carry the spirit of the hospital with us wherever we go outside. Meal breaks and timetable details you'll find on the notice board. Lunch is from 12 to 1, and you finish at 4 o'clock. Of course, you will have studies to do on your own, but basically that's your working day for the first 12 weeks of the introductory course. Also on this course, you get Saturdays and Sundays off. So as you can see, you won't be exactly worked to death, though make no mistake, you will be working pretty hard.
Well, only 5 minutes now to visiting time.
Will you get back into bed, Mr. Clark? Mr. Clark isn't in bed yet.
Oh, she's at it again. She wants a bottom smacking into this one, definitely.
As I was saying before, can I have another pillow? Do you think you can get me another pillow, love?
I'll try to during visiting. Nearly there, Mr. Doyle. Mr. Doyle for you. Been busy.
Tomorrow you'll also have a HEEF test, and Sister from sickbay will probably come along to see if you have any current medical problems. Well, I think that's about it. If anybody's got any questions.
Please, about no jewellery. Can we wear a crucifix?
So long as it's tucked securely underneath your uniform at all times. And I hope we're talking about small, plain ones. I've seen some costume jewellery crosses about that would knock a patient unconscious if one of those hit him. No fashion jewellery, please, even if it is a religious emblem.
You mentioned a test.
A HEEF test, yes, it's for tuberculosis. Just a routine check. It's a skin test, actually.
I see, thank you.
Anything else? Anybody?
Yes. Do we wear our uniforms tomorrow?
Yes, you wear your dresses and your duty shoes, of course, plus everything else you were asked to bring on the circular. Pens, scissors, watches, etc., etc. Good. You won't be wearing your aprons until you're working on the wards, which won't be until after your first 12 weeks training. Yes, I know. You're all dying to look like proper nurses. Well, you will soon enough, believe me. Anything else?
Makeup.
Oh, I forgot. We're not old hat about this. We do let you wear makeup, but please use your own common sense about it. Bright blue eyeshadow and false eyelashes a yard long would look very out of place in a hospital ward. I think sensible moderation's the word. Oh, and nail varnish. No coloured nail varnish, please. And, of course, no claws.
Damn, it's taken me ages to grow those.
Me too.
Yes. Well, we don't want our patients leaving the hospital scratched to pieces. Well, now, if that's it, I suggest you all stand up, change places, and introduce yourselves to each other. Get to know one another. We'll mingle about among you, so if there's anything you particularly like to ask, or just come up and say hello individually. I think I've talked quite enough for one night.
Go on, then.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Doyle. That's smashing. Be a new man in the morning. Won't know yourself. That's right. Oops. Everyone seems very friendly.
I must say, I was a bit surprised there are no rules about us coming in at night. Well, bar signing in, that is. I always thought nurses had to climb through scullery windows if their date stopped out till after 10 o'clock. Hey, do you fancy coming out for a quick one?
What?
Well, one of the girls was telling me there's a pub down the road they all go to.
Oh, no, thanks. I'm very tired. I was travelling since yesterday morning. Good night.
Well, tell you what. My father presented me with a rather large bottle of sherry. Come into my room and we'll have a drop.
I don't think so. I think I'd best go straight to bed.
Well, just for 5 minutes? We should drink a toast to our new careers at least.
All right, then. A very small toast.
Right. Ooh, I can't get my key in. Well, we got that over with. Oh.
I'll get mine.
Thanks. I nearly didn't bring them. I always think family photos are rather twee to have around, but
It does make the place seem more homely.
Yeah. Well, cheers, nurse.
Cheers, nurse.
Take a pew. Oh, I don't know.
Don't know what?
Whether I'm doing the right thing. My folks don't think I am.
Why ever not?
God knows. I think they think I'm just messing about. I did do a secretarial course once. I had a receptionist job, and it bored the pants off me. Then I went to teach training college for a year.
Didn't you like that either?
Yeah, it was all right. Couldn't see myself spending the rest of my life teaching kids, though.
Well, there's nothing wrong with making a full start. As long as you end up with the right thing.
Doesn't bother you, though? I mean, some of the things we'll have to do. Well, it's not all flitting about the wards looking cool and efficient, is it? I mean, it can be messy, to say the least.
That doesn't bother me. Why should it?
No, I suppose you get used to it. Even people dying and all that. Have you ever seen anybody die?
Oh, yes. Me granny. She died at our house.
Oh, well, it's certainly a whole new ball game, as they say. You must be exhausted. 2 days travelling.
Yes, I got a lift to the docks and then the overnight ferry. So I am a bit tired. And then I got the train to Paddington Station.
Paddington? What time did you get in?
About 4:15. It was late.
You didn't. I was on that train.
Get away.
Yeah, it stops at Bath. That's where I live. I got on there.
Fancy that. Both on the same train and we never even knew.
It's got to be a good omen.
Oh, I shouldn't.
Oh, go on. One for the road? After all, eat, drink and be merry. For tomorrow we start to be nurses.
Night, Mr. Willis. Bacon, eggs and sausage for you in the morning.
What about me?
Oh, nothing for you. Puff of air if you're lucky. Mr. Kosowski, perforated ulcer. He's been to the theatre for repair, dripped and sucked. Half-hourly asps. Night all.
Nurse. Nurse. You could jump in here, you know, if you like, for a quick cuddle.
Oh, you must be feeling better, Mr. Eames.
Oh, it's you, my love. It's you, you know. You're a real tonic.
Night, Mr. Holland. See you tomorrow. No, I won't. It's my day off. Night.
She's a grand lass, that one. Grand lass.